of running a revenge porn website will be in court.
Fox 5's Walter Morris is live at the county courthouse with the charges he is facing. Walter, good morning.
Good morning, Shali Raul. That's right. The San Diego man accused of running a revenge porn website back in court today. Kevin Bollier is charged with posting pictures of more than a dozen women and then blackmailing them to take them down. Now, last month, the 27-year-old was ordered to stand trial on 31 felony counts. During that preliminary hearing, a judge ruled there was enough evidence to move forward with the case. Bollier faces charges for conspiracy, identity theft, and extortion. And so far, 14 women have come forward saying he obtained their pictures and posted them without their consent, along with their names, age, location, and social media profiles. Now, the prosecution alleges Bollier then charged the women hundreds of dollars to take those pictures down. Right now, I'm going to bring in Vikas Bajaj, criminal defense attorney, just to explain what's next in this process. Last month, he was in court. Today, he has an arraignment. So what's going on with this process, and is this normal?
There's nothing abnormal about this at all. What happened is Judge David Gill heard all the evidence at the preliminary hearing, which, as we know, took about 4.5 or 5 days. He then made a finding of probable cause to say that there's enough to hold this young gentleman liable for an actual trial, so he'll have to stand trial at this point in time. The post-preliminary hearing arraignment, which will happen this afternoon, is nothing rare. It's sort of a stepping stone and a timekeeping point where they'll set new dates for a motion cutoff date in case his defense attorney will and should file a dismissal motion on some of these charges based on the transcripts from the preliminary hearing. And then finally, when that's done and when negotiation sessions are done, a trial date will actually be set. So nothing abnormal here at all.
Now, in a case like this where it seems like there's so much evidence against the defendant, how do you even start to build a defense like this?
Well, there's a lot of evidence, to be sure. You're absolutely correct. But there's nothing extraordinarily complicated about the evidence. So a defense attorney in a case like this is well advised to take each allegation and each complaining witness step by step and complaining witness by complaining witness, rather than looking at it with a global picture. So in this case, you'll see that that will actually happen. The dissection of each of the allegations against each and lodged by each of the complaining witnesses will be investigated thoroughly. Also importantly, let's not forget, this is a very gray area. You know, the Attorney General's office has just sort of invented this offense now of revenge porn, right? And so what she's trying to do is make sure that this sort of revenge postings don't take place. But it's a new law. Interestingly enough, this defendant is charged under the O law, under extortion. And the question will be whether he was the individual who actually obtained the photographs and then extorted money from these young ladies, or whether their boyfriends or significant others actually provided the media and then he provided the avenue to take it down. So it's a gray area, and you can well guess that his defense counsel will file a 995 motion to dismiss, which will be heard by another court to see if the transcripts support the charges.
And then finally, real quick here, 31 felony counts. If convicted, how much time might he get?
If someone were trying to scare this young man, they would say he's looking at 1/3 the midterm on each of the 30 counts, so it'd be 32 years total. In reality, that's not going to happen. If this individual truly does not have a criminal history, if he's remorseful for his actions, depending upon what he actually pleads guilty to, or whether he's convicted after trial, of course, he could be acquitted. We don't know that yet. But if he pleads guilty or there's a finding of guilt, then you can very well guess that his defense attorney will make a strong push for probation in a case like this.
Well, Vic, thank you very much for that valuable legal analysis. And there you have it. That arraignment is scheduled for this afternoon at 1:30. We're live downtown. Shali Raul, I'll send it back to you.
Walter, thank you.